Netflix and Most Valuable Promotions, MVP, have shaken up the combat sports world by announcing one of the most anticipated MMA superfights in years. Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano will headline the streamer's first-ever live MMA event, set to take place May 16, 2026, at the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles and stream live globally on Netflix at no additional cost to subscribers. This matchup brings together two of women's mixed martial arts' most iconic names in what many are already calling the biggest superfight in women's combat sports history. Rousey, the former UFC bantamweight champion and Olympic judo medalist, hasn't competed in MMA since 2016. Her return marks nearly a decade away from the cage, giving fans a rare chance to see one of the sport's most dominant competitors back in action. Opposite her stands Gina Carano, a trailblazer whose early MMA success in the mid-2000s helped popularize the sport for women long before major promotions like the UFC included female divisions. Carano hasn't fought professionally since 2009, but her long-awaited comeback against someone she helped inspire adds a powerful emotional layer to the build-up, and she's expressed confidence about her chances in this historic showdown. Promoted by Jake Paul's MVP Promotions, this fight reportedly will be contested at 145 pounds under unified MMA rules, with five-minute rounds inside a regulation cage. The news follows Netflix's recent success in streaming live boxing events with MVP that set global viewership records, a partnership the companies are now expanding into mixed martial arts. Both fighters have shared mutual respect for one another and for the sport's evolution. Rousey's statement about the fight highlighted that she only wanted to come out of retirement for an opponent she respects and who helped blaze the trail for female fighters decades ago. Carano echoed that sentiment, calling the matchup an honor and expressing excitement for the challenge ahead. The promotional rollout is already underway, with a kickoff press conference scheduled for March 5th at the Intuit Dome. Tickets are expected to go on sale that day, with additional fights on the card still to be announced. While traditional MMA promotions like the UFC have been the sport's main stage for years, this Netflix-streamed event represents a bold new era for how combat sports are presented, blending mainstream entertainment platforms with high-profile athletic events. The matchup taps into years of pent-up curiosity. Rousey and Carano were once poised for a potential bout in the UFC decades ago, a fight fans dreamed about but never materialized. Now, with both women coming from separate paths and long absences from active competition, the matchup carries both nostalgia and spectacle and invites debate about legacy, competitive relevance, and entertainment value among fight fans worldwide. Social media reactions have been mixed but undeniably intense, with fans on platforms like Reddit buzzing about the news, debating who will have the edge given their lengthy layoffs, and speculating on the fight's quality and significance. Despite the skepticism from some corners about the fighters years away from competition, the sheer star power of Rousey and Carano, and the historic nature of the event, has already made this announcement one of the most talked-about combat sports developments of 2026. Whether this fight turns into a competitive classic or simply a spectacle of two legends returning, it's already poised to be a defining moment, not just for Netflix's sports strategy, but for women's MMA history as a whole.